Yo, what up, what up, what up? Sending all praises, you feel me? Oh, oh no, I was praying for God like placed on my heart. A lot of times, like I grew up in, in church. So, first and foremost, like I'm a PK, so I got to see the good, the bad, the ugly, the great, all of the above. I was in the hood as well, so I kind of understood certain things, but at the same token, I was still like, my positioning was different because everybody has a job, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has like a certain type of positions, assignment, or whatever, you get what I'm saying? So, like, when you coming up and you in athletics or whatever, if you're good or you're not, like, depending on the situation, it's like, you didn't fight, like, you didn't get, it wasn't that you couldn't fight, but it was that that's not your area, you get what I'm saying? So, like, I grew up with affiliation of pretty much everybody, and like church-wise and ministry-wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was always like on teams and stuff like that, so I always respect, you know what I'm saying? I always gave respect to, you know what I'm saying, whether it was Bloods, Crips, or like whoever it was, like I respected the, you know what I'm saying, the scene. I understood it, but you know what I'm saying, like now I'm at a place where it's like, you know what I'm saying, your family or your friends always going through this certain cycle in life where like they become, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a fixed situation. You work hard, you do what you're supposed to do, and then it's like, because of like certain positions in life, it almost forces them to, if they was, you know what I'm saying, it was stealing, or if they was banging, or whatever the situation is, or if it's a situation where they in it was like a design situation, but it was always, the beginning of everything was to protect the community, kind of like an army type thing, to look out for one another, you know. As a bishop, as a, you know what I'm saying, coming into like a high priesthood, and, you know what I'm saying, like learning more and more about the different avenues in life, I've learned that all together is really like, they really are a army, and it's time to address and, like, you know what I'm saying, switch up some things or whatever. Not so much if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Not so much as certain areas, but in the level of, you know what I'm saying, like working together as a team, and you know what I'm saying, everybody basically staying in their lane, but not crossing the line, you know what I'm saying, with, you know what I'm saying, certain arguing, or, you know what I'm saying, sometimes people cross the line in a position, and the whole thing is, of course, it's like dominance, but you need a nice little team. It's one thing to have a team, and it's like God uses you to show things, to like right wrongs and stuff like that. So one of the things I realized was, like, coming into where I'm at now, is like, it's a team, it's an army, it's a, you know what I'm saying, it's all that, it's all of the above. It's not, you know what I'm saying, it's not just one thing. It's like, pretty much, if you want to really put it into aspects, it's like an extension of the army, because everything is basically really under God, you know what I'm saying? So we really, you know what I'm saying, when you making those moves and you you see that and you see the people, you like what's your, like, what you don't like, you gotta make a valid effort to change it. And sometimes it's not just that you don't like it, it's that God is about to change it. So then you start, making a move, talking to different people, and you dealing with, a certain side, and then you could be dealing with, in my case, like people that are already in it, and they have, like, I was looking on YouTube, and it's like a fall, basically like a Fall Guy type thing, and I'm like, that ain't, like, that's cool, I get it, I understand it, but when you really look at it, it's like, that was, that's been created because of basically the fall of, like, the entire, the system. So the thing would be, is understanding what the situations are, understanding where we are, what we doing, and the different areas at which we are moving. So with that regard, it's like with family, with friends, with that regard, I just realized I think they closed. It's different, it's more about, God and like the people and the army and the status of the entire nation. So you start to, like, fund them, you start to change the dynamics of what they were doing, where they was going, and it's all within a system now. So it gets to a point where there's no longer that area that, is needed. For instance, it's like all tied into one. So it's like what once was is fine, but you have to put things in its right perspective, simply because you have so many different people that are, like, moving different ways, and it's like sometimes, like, your team or, like, affiliates or whatever may take certain information from you and they'll begin to do it, but you're not doing it. They're doing it. So they're doing it the way that they see it. And there's a specific difference in, running something just the way that you see it versus running something the way that God sent it. Because it's a definite protection in the way that God sent it versus the way that, man or people just wanna do it. You know what I mean?